This program has been brought to you thanks to the generous contributions of our patrons on Patreon. Your patronage is greatly appreciated. And for more content like this, be sure to check out the Modern Alchemist channel on Patreon.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now. Let's begin now.
Greetings, and welcome to the Modern Alchemist channel. I'm Aubrey Force, the Modern Alchemist, and this is Alchemy LAB. These men have never sought popular approval nor numbers of followers. They are indifferent to these things, for they know how few there are in each generation who are ready for the truth, or who recognize it if it were presented to them. They reserve the strong meat for men, while others furnish milk for babes. They reserve their pearls of wisdom for the few elect, who recognize their value and who wear them in their crowns instead of casting them before the materialistic vulgar swine, who would trample them in the mud and mix them with their disgusting mental food. But still, these men have never forgotten or overlooked the original teachings of Hermes regarding the passing on of the words of truth to those ready to receive it, which teaching is stated in the Kybalion as follows: "Where fall the footsteps of the master, the ears of those ready for his teachings open wide." And again, when the ears of the student are ready to hear, then comes the lips to fill them with wisdom. But their customary attitude has always been strictly in the accordance with the Hermetic aphorism, also in the Kybalion: "The lips of wisdom are closed except to the ears of understanding." I gotta tell you guys, they are just not holding any punches here. This is all, again, and I echo this sentiment. All of this is designed to intimidate, to assert, hey, if you're serious about this, you got to be serious about this. And your seriousness to those who teach this material is a reflection of your character. It truly is. And it could be no other way stated when strong words like materialistic vulgar swine and mix them with their disgusting mental food. This is an indictment against those who would take what I'm sharing with you and would seek to just disrespect it, to use it in such a way that would defile its usefulness, its durability, its purity. So, as such, the lips of wisdom are closed except to the ears of understanding. This, by the way, is a Kabbalistic reference. The pillar of wisdom is on the left, the pillar of understanding is on the right. The flow of energy goes from left to right. So the lips are speaking to the ears. This would be Chokmah pumping energy into Binah on the tree of life, and sphere 2 into sphere 3. So, it's all there, you guys. It will all slowly come together. Remember, this is just the introduction. There's a lot more coming, so just be patient with yourself. All right, and we are almost done. There are those who have criticized this attitude of the Hermeticists and who have claimed that they did not manifest the proper spirit in their policy of seclusion and reticence. But a moment's glance back over the pages of history will show the wisdom of the masters, who knew the folly of attempting to teach the world that which it was neither ready or willing to receive. The Hermeticists have never sought to be martyrs, and have instead sat silently aside with a pitying smile on their closed lips, while the heathen raged noisily about them in their customary amusement of putting to death and torture the honest and misguided enthusiasts who imagined that they could force upon a race of barbarians the truth capable of being understood only by the elect. Not much more need be added to this, I believe, other than a discussion of what the path is, because the path is a significant component of this paragraph. The path is something that recognizes that there is no conclusion. The path recognizes that journey on this path is all that is important. It is the path itself which educates and informs, especially the person who is walking the path aware of themselves and their environment, and the fact that all things are being provided for your edification. All things are being provided for you that you might learn. And all things are being provided that you can grow. The universe is out there rooting us along and trying to get us to win. But it is we who must stay on this path. Sadly, the means by which one can identify the path requires one to become a good student, requires one to set aside their prejudice, what they believe they learned, and the value of what they believe they learned, and recognize that in this environment, all of that might not carry a lot of weight. All of it might be so different from what this particular journey is about that you won't be able to even translate some of what you thought you knew was so valuable. So keep that in mind. You are now stepping on the path. If you're still here listening, I guarantee you your toes are just right on the tip of the path, and your legs are getting ready to flex and take the first step. This is not an easy path. Any author who sits there and references the fact that people who have mastered this material tend to walk around very quietly and not say much, yeah, for sure. And by the way, this stuff is still out there, folks. Having run a channel about this, I run across plenty of people who will write me letters that express their deep concern, either for my eternal salvation or their deep concern that they believe that I am doing something harmful by teaching the occult, by teaching the esoteric. They not realizing that what they believe is also founded, as this document has discussed, in the esoteric, that no religion worthy of its name can be such without knowledge of this as a structural component to what it is about. And the spirit of persecution has not yet died out in the land. There are certain Hermetic teachings which, if publicly promulgated, would bring down upon the teachers a great cry of scorn and revilement from the multitude, who would again raise the cry of crucify, crucify. In this little work, we have endeavored to give you an idea of the fundamental teachings of the Kybalion, striving to give you the working principles, leaving you to apply them yourselves, rather than attempting to work out the teachings in detail. If you are a true student, you will be able to work out and apply these principles. If not, then you must develop yourself into one. Otherwise, the Hermetic teachings will be as words, words, words to you. I will do my very best to guide and direct you, point you in the right directions. of how to learn what these words mean. But it is incumbent upon you, as a good student, to strive and set aside time, because this isn't like any other material that you're going to learn. This is material that helps define, describe, and articulate the nature of reality and the nature of everything around you. Some heavy stuff. I'm ready for it. Are you ready? I'm glad we've begun. I'll be talking to you soon.